Hey, I'm Jim Lavrakas, the Go Fish guy for Alaska Dispatch. I used to live in Anchorage for a long time, and this was my stomping grounds, Ship Creek, downtown Anchorage. So what we're going to do today is I'll take you along the creek and show you the likely spots that you can set up and try to catch a king as they come in on the tide. Early in the run, the kings start to come in, they nose in up the creek, and they're not freshwater fish yet, so they turn right around and head back out into the salt water. So what you're trying to do is catch them as they make their way up the creek initially. So the tide is really important because the creek is so flat. So what you're waiting for is the tide to fill at these spots where you're going to hang out with your eggs, and as the tide fills and the fish come in behind the tide, they'll go by your eggs and nail them. Behind me is the first S curve in the river, and we're at the top of the S. And this place is very productive, starting early. You can see the crowd developing behind me here, and it'll just get better and better as the run begins to build. You put eggs on a treble hook, you have a spin and glow on your line, and you sink those eggs to the bottom and just wait for the fish to pass as they come up with the tide. This is a pyramid sinker, bank sinker, and it will wedge itself in the bottom. It's a 3-ounce weight, and that's probably the minimum kind of weight you want to use when the creek is still running pretty strong before the tide fills behind it. The less weight you use, the more you feel the fish. And what you'll feel is you won't feel a hard strike. Normally these kings will just come up and mouth the bait, and your rod will just do a little flutter. So you wait for them to hold it, set the hook. So we've seen what it's like downriver at slack tide, or when the tide is slowed the river. Up here where it's fast flowing, you need to fish a different way. So what I've got here is a yarn fly, and it's one I made, and it has a little yarn that is kind of like a wing in the water, a bead as an attractor, and it's only about a 3-foot leader. You can make them up to the length of your rod, and the weight gets the yarn out, gets the fly out there, and you're basically sweeping the bottom of the river. You're sweeping the bottom of the river with the fly, and as the fish comes up and is open and closing his mouth on the way up, catch him. The line catches him in the mouth. You feel the resistance, and you set the hook. So you get your line out there, and you feel the weight bouncing. You can feel the weight bouncing along the bottom. If it stops, there's too much weight. You want to just get it so that it's sweeping along the bottom, and if it stops, you're either caught on a rock or you have a fish. Well, it's pretty clear that the run is slow in developing this first week of June, but by the 3rd week, the run should be peaking. I mean, the fish got to come back, right? So you'll have your shot here in the middle of the month, and then another shot when the silvers come in at the end of July and into August. So whatever you do, just get out there and go fish.